Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me.
All right, what up? Welcome to episode 20 of the Superfan Sprint podcast. I'm your host, Jake. Gents, what up?
Ryan, I fucking hated your take
Which one?
that golf is hard, or that that the PGA needs to get their guys together.
Yeah.
I hated it.
PGA
Golf is
Tour,
hard.
get those guys need to get their shit together, man. You can't be closing out tournaments, making bogeys and missing putts.
It was exciting. There was a 10-way tie.
It was almost a 10-way tie.
I thought it was great. I want to see guys make bogeys.
Dude, honestly, that's the thing that I love about social media so much. That's why I did it as a golf hot take, because it's just my way of trolling people, dude.
Yeah.
I felt like that was such an entertaining weekend of golf. Sunday was so insane. Like, at one point, it was so funny. I was watching it while I was on a golf course playing myself, and the guy that I was playing with was like, dude, I don't think I've ever seen a 7-man playoff. He's like, how insane would that be if we had a 7-way tie for the lead? And I was like, that'd be sick. It'd be a long playoff.
Yeah. I was hoping for it, praying, watching Sunday.
How would that work? They'd all have to.
They just keep playing until
they all just
one
keep
guy
playing?
wins. I think they do.
They'd have to split it up somehow.
Yeah, they tee it up in groups and then.
I don't know, man.
Scores. I don't know.
Yeah, we'd have to look
crazy.
this up. I don't know, what's the biggest? We'd probably should.
It might be. They might do like a set of 5 holes and then lowest score wins or something, or 3 holes.
Maybe.
Yeah, they could do a 3-hole aggregate,
Yeah,
but they typically only keep that. They usually only use that format for major championships. But, like a regular tournament, they typically are doing sudden death, right? So then you just got to have all 7 guys play that same hole. Like,
that'd
you can't
be
have
awesome.
all at the same time. So you got to probably put them in pairings. You have like 3. What do you have? Like 2
3 and 4
pairings, or like a 3 and a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like. I wonder what the biggest tiebreaker ever was. Let's see if I can Google this.
My favorite part was like when Kitayama made that triple on 9. Was it a triple? Yeah, it was a triple on 9. He was behind, and then like Rory took the lead. Spieth was up there. All these big names, and then the guy that was leading by 3 strokes at the start of the day won anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a roller
Cool
coaster
to
ride.
see. Yeah.
You could see, like, when people talk about how golf is such a mental game, you could see it happen with Jordan Spieth. He missed that one part, that short par putt, and he tapped in for bogey to go from 10 under in the solo lead to tied at first at 9 under. And in that instant, dude, he was just completely done for the rest of the tournament.
That guy, his putter was there. I was listening to the radio today, and they're saying it's like crazy how Jordan Spieth doesn't even need to hit fairways, and he's in the mix to win a tournament. It's like he was spraying the ball off the tee, and then all of a sudden he's 10 under, had the lead, just couldn't make a putt down the stretch though.
Well, I'm gonna be that guy right now, and I'm gonna do the Tiger Woods comparison, right?
Yeah.
And that's Tiger Woods' entire career summed up.
Yeah.
That man was like statistically one of the worst off the tee at hitting fairways.
Yep.
But his iron game and his ability to get up and down was just so much further than anybody else that he was playing against, that's why he was still winning tournaments.
Spieth has one of the best short games on the planet.
Is that who you took for putting last week, Gents? Or did Matt have him?
I think Matt took one of his things.
Matt took
because
him?
I was gonna take Matt took his putting, and I was gonna take his short game. But we decided we couldn't do
double players.
Yeah.
Speaking of Matt, that guy, no show this week. He's at a conference for whatever reason. So we got Ryan, formerly at Tee It High Podcast. Gents, he doesn't know this. Ryan has changed his name from Tee It High Podcast to Buttercuts.
Buttercuts. Nice.
Yeah.
Name change.
Yeah, big
new
name
brand
change here. Ryan, why don't you explain a little bit behind that and where you're going?
Yeah, I'll try to do it as quick as I can. The biggest thing is that I am extremely passionate about golf, but that's not the only thing that I'm passionate about. I love traveling. You guys know this. My wife and I travel all over the world every single year. In fact, this summer, we're going to Pebble Beach, California, Napa, wine country. So I love talking to people. Obviously, I enjoy coming on your guys' podcast. I've had you guys on my podcast a couple of times. The the funny thing is, like, when I started the T at High podcast, I did research into podcasting. There were over 3 million podcasts that existed, and there were less than 100. Actually, there was 110 golf specific podcasts out of 3 million. 110 were golf related. So I just told myself, if I'm going to do a podcast and if I put it in the golf genre, it's going to have a better chance of performing well quicker. But that's not the only thing I like talking about. So the rebrand, changing the name, I felt like in order for me to be able to broaden my audience and for me to be able to bring in other people that are interested in other things other than just golf, it was a smart move. And I'm so early into the whole podcasting game that if I was going to do this, I'd have to do it now versus doing it later and being stuck. So it was just kind of one of those, like, got to pull the trigger, got to make it happen. But I'm excited about it. The other thing that I'm really excited about is every single social media platform now is going to have the exact same username. So Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, every single one is going to have the exact same format, the exact same username. So it's going to be so much easier for people to be able to find me anywhere that they want.
That's great.
So what category would you be now? Like a lifestyle or what would you fall under now?
So still going to be sports and golf. But then also like society and culture, basically. And then, you can fit, like, travel fits into that. And so those are kind of the two biggest ones.
Yeah. Well,
I think part of the reason we went with Superfan was so it didn't seem like we were just strictly about golf. Right.
Yeah. There's no golf name in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why, again, like, changing the name to Buttercuts, anybody that's hearing that for the first time, like, most people are just going to fixate on butter and they're going to think food. Right. And those are like the 4 pillars that we have is golf, food, travel, and people. And so it's a name that's a lot more versatile. It doesn't have to get stuffed in a corner and just like one genre.
Yeah.
And, it is still going to be a lot of talk about golf. Don't get me wrong, but the vast majority of what I've done to this point has been interviews with people, and it doesn't have to be golf related. So this is, in my opinion, is going to be a smart move.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, random question. How many countries have you golfed in?
How many countries have I golfed in? Let's see.
He's got to think about it.
I think it's only like 4.
Okay.
Mine's 1. Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
US, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Iceland, and I don't think I've played in Europe anywhere. I did play in Alaska, which it's still the United States, but it's like
its own.
That's like, yeah.
You should just make it a country.
Yeah.
That's like, if you golf there, you could say you've golfed in a different country just because of how you got there and how freaking unique I bet it is.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
I'm pretty sure my dad was telling me he went to Alaska once for work and he golfed at like 11 p.m. or something crazy because of the sun was up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how Iceland was, man. I went to this golf course and the lady was getting ready to go home for the day. And she was like, hey, like, just go ahead and pay me right now. And I'll leave the clubs out here. You can play as long as you want. You can literally play all night long until you're done. And then just go ahead and put the bag and everything in this little area. And I was like, all right, cool. It was a little 9-hole course. If I wanted to, I could have played the entire night. But It was the first night that we had just got into Iceland. So like all the hours of flying and traveling, and then we had been driving for 3 or 4 hours to get to this part in the country where we were at. So the fact that I even had the energy to play 9 holes at that moment was just pure adrenaline of being in a different country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick to play. It looked really like hella windy there too. Like that's
the 9-hole.
Yeah.
I just go to a par 3 and hit as many balls as I could.
Yeah.
Until I fall apart.
And I didn't know this before I went out there. There are 61 golf courses in Iceland. There's 46 9-hole courses and 15 18-hole courses in the entire country. Oh. And if you do like what we did, which is drive the ring road and you go around the entire country, you see all of them.
Yeah,
like,
I bet. Yeah.
For 12 days, I just saw another golf course, another golf course, another golf course. I mean, there was one that was on the side of a mountain range that was so steep. I was like, how do you even get a ball on a green to hit a putt, man? Like, It was insane.
Yeah, that's sick. Too bad we don't have Matt on here to name us a famous golfer from Iceland.
Yeah.
I wonder if he could. I don't. Can you
Birth
guys?
city,
Yeah,
tee to green average.
yeah.
I don't know that there
Who is
is one from
Cadius?
Iceland in specific,
There's
but
probably not. Famous. I'm googling it right now.
I can't.
Hovland
I can't
and
even say these names.
Oh, dude! Holy shit! Yeah. You, try and say the first one. I know.
Olafia
Yeah.
Porun, Kristen Dostier.
Yeah. No idea, dude.
That
Well,
is a mouthful.
Gudmundur Christiansen. Yeah,
nice.
these are crazy.
Yeah. But like similar to Norway, Iceland, like Norway has like 16-hour daytime
Yeah.
in the summer or longer, and then during the winter year or months, it's like 18 hours in darkness, and it's like miserable.
Dude, that would suck in the winter, man. 18
Yeah.
hours of darkness. Like
That'd be
I
a
feel you'd be
grind.
so depressed. Like it just helps out a lot. Like even if you're not outside and stuff and you're in like it just like you feel like your mental clock, like you couldn't really do anything when it's dark that whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I would need a lot of, gents? He's got it. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Some can I
can I
brands,
sleep?
some can I sleep, and some can I boost. Do you have that one? Or that's in your car probably, isn't it?
Yeah, that's in the car. I got Can I Fresh here.
Yeah. Where can you find our products over at Can I?
Link in bio.
Yeah.
On our website, on our Instagram,
Yeah.
anywhere you want, really.
Yeah.
Use code Superfan25.
25% off your order. Yeah, it helps us out a lot if you could.
You know what else would help too is what is the name of your website for the people that are listening to this that don't know?
Superfansprint.com.
Brand new. Brand new.
Spanking
2
new.
weeks old. We got it all brand new. We put some money into it. Superfansprint.com. Yeah, no more Wix shit. If you go to our Wix website, right on the front page, this button says new website here. Click on that and you'll see our new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked at it too. It's a good looking website, man. You guys do a good job.
You guys, he's calling it you guys. Gents did all the work. So
I spent like 3 hours on it one day and
yeah, he went to
put it
town.
together.
Yep.
Chat GPT. You did a little Chat GPT. Print me up a website.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the
Pretty much.
yeah. It looks so much better. It's way cleaner. It's an actual domain.
And it's more functional.
Yeah.
Like
now
we have an email.
Yeah, now we have, if you want to email us, info@superfansprint.com or sponsorship@superfansprint.com if you're interested in that side of things.
Should we talk about the players?
Yeah.
Which players? Hockey players, golf players, baseball players?
Yeah. The tournament players. The 5th major.
Oh, wait, fun. Hold on. Before we do that, real quick, you guys were talking about daylight and darkness. I was going to ask you guys, which would you rather prefer, 24 hours of daylight or 24 hours of darkness?
Daylight. You?
I actually sleep better with the lights on.
Well, like if you just get those blinds that are what are they called? The blackout blinds. You get like you could probably get like a face mask if you really needed it.
Just live in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, live in the basement. Board up the windows, make it like a prison at night, and you're good.
And imagine you can just go golfing at 1 a.m. after the bar.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be that's like our culture too. I feel like they don't do that out there. Like they don't. I don't know. I could be I could be completely wrong, and they just do that all the time, and they just get stoked for it. But like, I feel like our Canadian asses would be like, "Yo, we're done here. Let's go to the course." Yeah.
Look, I can tell you that people in Iceland love playing golf and they love drinking beer. So I have a feeling that the two
I was
things
wrong.
go together all the time out
there. Yeah. Yeah, keep posting videos from there too, and it looked hella windy too. Was that like that the whole time, or just when you played?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was like sustained 30-mile-an-hour winds, gusting up to like 40 probably. I mean, there was one point where I hit an 8-iron in the air, and I could normally hit an 8-iron 165 yards. And this thing went 75 yards, basically hit a brick wall in the middle of the sky and just fell out of
coming backwards before it hit the ground. A lot of links golf there, eh?
Yeah, but it's this weird tundra grass. It's not like normal grass because it's all growing on like volcanic rock, basically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was one hole where I hit a little pitch shot 10 feet, and this thing bounced like it was on a trampoline, and it rolled 60 feet past the hole.
Oh, wow.
It's just it's a whole nother type of golf that you can't try to hit at a flag. You basically got to hit every shot 20 yards short of the flag and have it just run up, basically.
There's a link style course like kind of near where we're from, and it's a great course. I love playing it.
Which one?
Brayben.
Oh yeah, never played.
Hit a low little 6-iron that runs like 250 yards up the fairway.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys see what the tour is doing next year with the no cuts
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
designated events? There's a
I
big
hate it.
stir. There's a big stir on social media. Yeah.
So the way I look at cuts is like the playoffs in like the big 5 sports, right? It's like you've cut the crappy teams and now it's the big boys get to play. That's the way I look at it. But the other, like, I see the reasoning because now everyone gets their cut.
Their money.
Like, it'd be nice if the PGA could just be like, here's a contract, you have to play on the PGA for 5 years, this is your money, and then if you win events you get a bonus.
There's like bonuses. Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously
5 years would be like maybe, I don't know how they would do that, because like I feel like PGA Tour players, like, they can be really good one year and then just fall off a cliff.
Yep.
Happens all the time. So like, to sign a guy to a contract, like, it's kind of risky. I don't know if risky is the right word, but that's just from what I notice.
Yeah, and like in full swing, like Roy says, what other sport do you get to pick when you play? Right? And it's so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing too that I don't think a lot of people ever really talk about, because I've heard people with the argument say the same thing, like, why don't PGA Tour players have contracts like basketball players or football players? And honestly, I think it's because of the longevity of the game. I mean, you can every single year, Gary Player hits the first tee shot at the Masters. My man is like, 8 toes into a coffin, and he's still out there hitting the golf ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so,
you can play
in
forever.
the NFL. The average lifespan of a NFL running back is like 3 years. So you kind of have to have those contracts in the other sports, but in golf, it's how would you do that, man? Like you're re-signing contracts every single 5 years. That would be a pain in the butt.
Like, obviously it would never work, but
they play on DP World Tour as well, right? A lot of them play in Europe.
Double penetration World Tour. Is that what it is?
Speaking of
season 2 Superfan
or NFL, did you see TB12 is sniffing?
I saw that today.
Sniffing.
Miami
just quit. Just retire.
I don't know. His last year was such a letdown. It's like, might as well, dude. Like,
I think if you announce retirement, you should be able to come back. Like, Yager did it like 5 times.
Didn't Brett Favre do it a bunch?
Brett Favre, yeah.
Yeah.
Brett Favre retired like two times or 3 times. Michael Jordan retired twice.
Yeah, Jordan's a good one.
Yeah. But it's tough though, man. Like, Tom Brady can go out there and perform and win games for you. So as an NFL franchise, how do you not consider bringing that dude in if he's willing to come sign a contract,
Like his
team
team
obviously I don't blame the GMs. I just blame my mental.
He still had a pretty good year last year. The team was just like a lot of injuries. Like, they kind of let him down at the same time. Like he still had a lot of, he was a good player this year still.
Speaking of seasoned quarterbacks, if I was a GM, I would not be signing Aaron Rodgers at all. I just wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of his, dude. I think honestly, I just think he's a douchebag.
Selfish prick,
Probably so terrible for any locker room.
Yeah. He basically just gave up on the Packers like last season.
It's 3 seasons ago.
It seems like, I don't know why he re-signed then. Like, like, it's kind of weird how they just keep, like, there's drama there. And he's just like, they're just like, oh, like, there's no one better, I guess. Maybe that's what they think. And they've already won with him, but I don't know. People seem to hate him now.
Yep.
He seems like the type of guy that re-signed his most recent contract to prove a point. Like, I deserve for you to pay me more money. And so all I'm going to do is just get you to pay me more money and then call it a win. But then after that, I don't give a crap about anything else.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting off the golf rail again.
Onto the football stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the stuff without Matt I'm sure this guy's like itching to, like, he's like, once he hears this, he's going to be in his car punching his steering wheel. Like, fuck, I would have said this. He has all these lines and notes and shit after this.
Yeah.
So which one do you want to get back to? Do you want to get back to the fact that the PGA Tour is doing the no cut events, or do you want to move on to the players?
Yeah, we haven't talked about the players, and I brought it up, and then we
Yeah,
got off the rails.
yeah. Let's go play. Sounds like players. The fifth major.
So it's a new champion this year, right? Because Cam Smith won last year,
Yep.
I
Did he
believe.
win last year? I don't know. Might have to
Yeah,
look it up.
Cam Smith. Cam Smith is the defending champion that is not playing in the tournament.
He's
He's
not
pulling
playing, yeah.
Mickelson, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I hope Ricky wins again. It's good for
Dude,
golf.
I was thinking
that
the
he's
same
back in
thing
the
today.
mix. It's good for golf that he's back.
Where'd he finish?
He won it in 2015, I think. But like the last few weeks, he's been top 15, top 20.
Yeah, he's playing solid right now.
Yeah, he has been good lately.
It's
Probably
his
because he's on the
putter has
show.
just been ice cold though. Can't get a putt when he needs one.
He finished tied for 31st.
Okay.
1 under. So
Oh, he
Ahead
must
of-
have a tough Sunday.
finished ahead of your boy Tom Kim. And John Rahm. John Rahm didn't do too well.
John Rahm was like leading the tournament after the first 2 days.
Yeah, he
and
was.
then had tough weekend.
Didn't Matt tweet on our account like, "Oh, he's gonna win again" or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I shot that shit down like duck hunt. I was
Yeah, you're
like,
like-
calm down. It's like Tuesday. I was like, it's Thursday. Relax.
Yeah.
Old takes exposed too, but not. I'm gonna pump Matt's tires here too. We played a round of golf when I was back in Canada in the summer, and we did one of those question things where we asked each other like rapid fire while we're playing, and we asked Matt, who's the most underrated player on tour, and guess who he said?
He said Kurt Kitayama.
Yeah, Kurt. So
Finally won on the tour.
finally won on tour almost a year later, but that's a good take he had.
He's 30. I didn't know he was that old.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's really cool to see. You know, we're gonna keep talking about the players, but going back to this whole like, elevated events and no cut events and like all that kind of stuff, and everybody talking about how it's gonna make it harder for people to get into these higher dollar tournaments because they're not in the top 50. But man, like, we've been begging to see better storylines in PGA Tour, and we've been begging to see unknown golfers make a splash and get more, TV time. And we've got the last 2 weeks, you have Kitayama winning his first tournament. The week before that, you had what's his name? Eric.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The guy that lost in the playoff had a good round on.
Chris Kirk and Eric Cole were they went to the playoff.
Yeah, Eric Cole. So Chris Kirk gets his first win in like 8 seasons or something like that, coming back from being a recovering alcoholic. And then you have Eric Cole. He's like 30-something years old, 34-year-old rookie on the PGA Tour because he's just been grinding his ass off to be a pro golfer. That same tournament, you had the Ducey twins. So you had one of these 2 twin brothers that one of them got in on a sponsors exemption and the other one Monday qualified to get into the tournament.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
2 brothers playing together. That was sick. Like,
yeah.
So we've had some really good storylines the last couple of weeks. So regardless of all the other nonsense that everybody else is, hyping up and stuff, like the one thing that everybody's wanted is to see more people get introduced to the world of golf, and it's happening right now, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. There's also I forgot about this. There's that opposite event, right? In Puerto Rico.
That was last weekend, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how to say this guy's name. This is where we need Matt. The guy who won. Do you know how to say it?
Let me look it up.
If I can
no, Echevarria.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, good.
Nicholas Echevarria.
Oh yeah, he's from Colombia.
Harry Higgs was T7, People's Champ. He should have been in the players.
There was a Buell in this one.
There was another player last week in Puerto Rico. Batia is his last name. Bhatia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that dude had an amazing run. He had his best performance in a professional tournament of his entire career, and he's
been around a while. Oh no, he's 21 years old. Never mind.
He was like crying after the tournament during his interview because he was like, he didn't win, but he was right in the mix. He had an opportunity to win, and I think he finished at 19 under par for the tournament. And it was
shot 7 under on Sunday.
Yeah, it was awesome.
One thing to go back to last week again, Bay Hill could be a U.S. Open venue. Like obviously it will never be because it's the Arnold Palmer every year, but like they were talking on the broadcast that they could just grow the rough, harden the greens. Like it was hard enough, right? And they could just make it even harder and it'd be miserable out there.
Yeah, there's some incredibly difficult holes out there.
Yeah.
Like hole 6, that big swooping par 5 that Bryson
Yep.
DeChambeau hit a tee shot over the lake
Yep.
last year. That one's tough, especially if you get wind into you. Like if you
Yeah.
have wind coming in and off the right, I mean, your ball is bound to go in the water.
Yeah. The 9th hole was tough too. Played real hard.
Yeah, what's that long par 5 or sorry, the long par 3 that has like a lake right in front of it, and the green is angled from the front to the back. It's like at a 45-degree angle, so it's like a super small landing target.
Is it 7? I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I wanted to say it was like 15, but I'm probably wrong.
I know that like both par 3s were playing pretty long.
And then was it 17 is the one where they have the grandstands around like the tee box? I think that's that par 3 that everybody last week came up short and their ball rolled down and was like right on the edge of the water, and everybody was taking their shoes off and getting in the water and like up out of the mud.
Google Images is not helping me out here.
Guys, got
while you're looking that up, who do you guys think is gonna actually win the Players this week?
Max Homa.
Oh, that's a good pick.
That was my pick last week for the Bay Hill.
Yeah,
he did pretty good.
Who did I pick last week? Was it Rom?
You picked Rom.
Yeah, it looked good for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, Matt was just losing his mind. He was all stoked about it.
I think I'm picking Justin Thomas to win it again.
Yeah, JT. I like JT's been playing well lately too. I'm gonna go Jordan Spieth. That guy is gonna get a win one of these days. He's due for a win.
I'm holding my Jordan Spieth pick for the Masters. I think he's gonna win at Augusta again.
Yeah.
We'll have to get like a pool going again for the Masters.
You know, he would have the year that he hit his tee shot at Augusta on the final round on hole number 12, and he hit it into the water, and then he hit another one into the water. That year, like he had such a huge lead going into that point in the tournament. He would have been like the first person to ever win back-to-back Masters as his number, like his first and his second time playing at Augusta.
Yeah. Also, it was 17 is the hole you were thinking. I found it.
Nice.
At Bale.
All right.
But yeah, Spieth he's due for one. I want Rory to win the Masters because I'm a Rory fan. I want him to finish the Grand Slam, but I don't know if he'll ever will.
Every year he tugs at my heartstrings, but I feel like Rory and Augusta is like Phil Mickelson in the US Open. Like it's just never gonna happen.
Yeah. That's true. That's a
like,
hot take.
It's like every year he's like, oh yeah, he's won 2 events. He's, number 1 in the world. Then he shows up to Augusta and it's like, oh, where's Rory? Oh, he missed the cut.
Yeah.
Like every year.
Yeah.
And in every single year, there's always 2 storylines every year at Augusta. Is Tiger gonna play and is Rory gonna win?
Yeah. And Tiger's gonna play.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, unless he gets into a car crash.
To get to 18 majors. So here's a question. Do you guys think Tiger can, bare minimum, do you think that Tiger can tie Jack at 18 majors? And then
what's he at now? 16?
He's at 15.
Oh, I thought he was at 16. I don't think so.
No. Too many injuries. He doesn't play enough either.
Like apparently it's not even his leg that's bothering him though. It's his
feet,
fasciitis.
Yeah.
Plantar fasciitis in his ankle or something.
Just let the guy use a cart. Fuck, he's done so much for the sport.
Yeah. He refuses to actually. They told him he could.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly.
They should make him. Tell him to shut
Tiger,
up.
we need you.
Yeah.
No, because I agree with Tiger, dude. I feel like if Tiger gets on a golf cart, then you have to put an asterisk next to his wins.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
he doesn't want that on his reputation.
But I don't think so. I think he'll win again, but I don't think it'll be a major.
Yeah, that's a safe bet.
Like he'll win one more, beat what's his name, Sam Snead for the all time. He's tied right now for 82, and then just be done.
Yeah.
I don't think he's catching Jack, to be honest.
All right, boys, real quick, let's do this segment here that we talked about. You ready?
Good.
So you're both gonna do it. How about you both do it? Good. Same 5 golfers. We'll see who ranked it better. You down? So I'm gonna read off 5 golfers, and these guys are gonna rank them without knowing who's coming next. All right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I got a list on my phone. I got random ones here. All right. Keith Mitchell.
5.
I'm putting Keith Mitchell at 4.
Cashmere Keith.
Cashmere Keith.
My boy. I put him at 5.
Oh, you guys brought up Cashmere Keith on your last episode. You're
Yeah.
like, where did he get that nickname? And it's because he's always wearing cashmere sweaters on the golf course.
Oh,
There you go.
I didn't know that, but yeah, I just heard it on the broadcast and I
You're-
loved it. So
All right, we got Corey Connors,
4,
4.
appropriate.
I'll put Connors at 5.
Okay.
Next guy's gonna be like,
Next guy here, Billy Buell.
oh, I knew it. I knew there was gonna be a name in there. I shouldn't
Yeah.
have done it.
Yeah.
I'll put him at 3, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'll put him at 3 also.
Yeah.
He's an up and comer, dude. He's an up and comer.
I had to.
Do you know the story, Ryan?
Billy Buell.
Oh, I don't.
No. So we were at the Canadian Open and he shot 79-80 on Thursday, Friday. So we call it the Buell Award for the last place guy.
That's tough.
All right, Ricky Fowler.
2.
I'm gonna put him at 2.
So Gents goes 5, 4, 3, 2, and this guy's gonna have
Yeah.
to be. I think you both have a 1 here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All
The
right.
only difference is Keith and Connors are switched.
All right, Tony Finau.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Tony Finau as number 1 out of that category, out of that group of 5.
You guys didn't really
Yeah,
have
me
a
too.
big difference in that. I just
No,
randomly.
just one.
I just
just
listed
one
names
guy.
and I randomly. Yeah.
Yeah, one
guy-
switch. That's really
one
it.
switch. Well, I had to read out 2 Canadians and I had to get the Buell in there. But, yeah.
Give him a shout out on the gram. We followed him.
Yeah, we
Nice.
followed him. Yeah, we'll tag him. Sorry,
He's
Dylan
3rd
Fratelli.
overall. So
Dylan if you're listening, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention you.
we're running out of
I'm
time
really
here. But
hoping.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks
last
for having me
minute
on
here.
again, guys. I'm really looking forward to 2024, and I hope that when you guys get to these golf tournaments, you start doing like different things that fans do at different sporting events. So like one golf tournament, if you guys can get a wave going with everybody on the side.
I was just
that'd
gonna
be
say,
sick.
do the wave. Yeah.
Or you get like a golfer to walk in front of you and you just start getting an MVP chant as they're walking
Yeah.
by.
Or the cup
be-
thing. You know they do
that-
like the cup stack
Yeah.
at the waist.
that's
that
a
had to
great
be at the
idea.
waist. Yeah, at the waist though. All right. See you fellas.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for
Yep.
joining us, Ryan.
See you next week.
Scotty doesn't know. Oh, Scotty doesn't know. So don't tell